Hello YouTube. Today I will tell you about a very interesting area in the Arctic, and I urge you to pay attention to this territory because of the new discoveries there. Not only you will get attention from the major world powers, but also from objects we know as UFOs and USOs for sure, because they like the Arctic. You can see my previous videos. But let's get to the point. In the remote stretches of the Arctic mid-ocean ridge system lies the newly discovered Jøtul Hydrothermal Field. Unveiled in July 2022, this field offers a fascinating look into the dynamic relationship between geological forces and deep-sea ecosystems. Named after the Norse mythological giants, the Jøtuls, symbols of primal natural forces such as fire, rock, and frost, the field really reflects the powerful elemental processes at play beneath the Arctic Ocean, and something that we should pay attention to. The discovery of the Jøtul field during the Maria S. Marian expedition aboard the ship, it was led by Gerhard Bormann and his team from the University of Bremen. It represents significant advancement in marine geology. Unlike your typical hydrothermal fields aligned with volcanic activity, the Jøtul vents are positioned 5 kilometers east of the crest of the nearby Brøgger axial volcanic ridge. This unusual location suggests a complex interplay of tectonic and magmatic activities, providing an exceptional natural laboratory for studying the interactions that drive biological colonization in ultra-slow spreading ridge environments. The Jøtul field features a range of fluid escape structures, including black smoker vents that emit fluids exceeding 300 degrees Celsius and shimmering vents that release cooler, clear fluids. Please compare it to my research of the Mariana Trench. Mysteries, you can find a few videos on my channel, and I brought your attention to the Chinese, American, and Russian interest in that area. But back to the Arctic. These vents are crucial not only for their thermal activity, but also for the rich mineral deposits they create and the unique chemosynthetic communities they sustained. The Jøtul hydrothermal field is ecologically important for its diverse habitats and the specialized life forms they support. Imagine life on another planet, not depending on its stars. The vents serve as havens for species adapted to high-temperature environments, including tube worms, clams, and microbial mats. These organisms engage in symbiotic relationship with chemosynthetic bacteria, which convert mineral-rich fluids into organic matter, establishing a unique food web independent of sunlight. These vents also influence the chemical makeup of surrounding waters and contribute to the global carbon cycle, particularly through the sequestration of carbon dioxide. As the Arctic Deep Expedition progressed, the Ocean Census team was cataloging new species associated with these geological features, continuously uncovering the secrets of one of the Earth's least understood landscape. Each dive provided closer understanding of the complex life and systems thriving in these extreme environments, propelled by the pioneering work of the University of Bremen team and their collaborators. Well, in June of 2024, the study of the Jøtul hydrothermal field, which was discovered in 2022, has been published. The temperature measurement at the outflow opening of the black smoker revealed fluid temperatures greater than 300 degrees Celsius. In addition to this active smoker, numerous different types of vent emissions were identified in the newly discovered Jøtul Hydrothermal Field. Hydrothermal vents can be found around the world at the junctions of drifting tectonic plates, but there are many hydrothermal fields still to be discovered. Pay attention to this. So during the 2022 expedition of the Maria S. Merian, the first field of hydrothermal vents on the 500-kilometer-long Knipovich Ridge of the coast of Svalbard was discovered. An international team of researchers from Bremen and Norway, led by Professor Gerhard Bormann of MARUM, Center for Marine and Environmental Sciences, and the Geosciences Department at the University of Bremen. They report all their discoveries in the professional journal Scientific Reports in 2024. Hydrothermal vents are seeps on the seafloor from which hot liquids escape. Water penetrates into the ocean floor where it is heated by magma. The overheated water then rises back to the seafloor, to the cracks and fissures. On its way up, the fluid becomes enriched in minerals and materials dissolved out of the oceanic crustal rocks. These fluids often seep out again at the seafloor through the tube-like chimneys called black smokers, where metal-rich minerals are then precipitated, according to Professor Gerhard Bormann, the chief scientist of that expedition. At water depths greater than 3,000 meters, the remote-controlled submersible vehicle MARUM Quest took samples from the newly discovered hydrothermal field. Named after Jøtul, that giant in Nordic mythology, the field, like I said, is located on the Knipovich Ridge, 500-kilometer long Knipovich Ridge. Very interesting place. The ridge lies within the triangle formed by Greenland, Norway, and Svalbard on the boundary of the North American and European tectonic plates. This kind of plate boundary where two plates move apart is called it's called a spreading ridge. By the way, I have a video about the Russian Vice Admiral who observed very interesting USOs/UFOs on a secret mission that the Soviets had by Greenland. And before he died, he spoke about it. You can find it in my channel. The Jøtul field is located on an extremely slow spreading ridge with a growth rate of plates of less than 2 centimeters per year, because very little is known about the hydrothermal activity on slow spreading ridges. The expedition focused on obtaining an overview of the escaping fluids, as well as the size and composition of active and inactive smokers in the field. You have to imagine, it's an alien life down there, something that we can encounter on those ocean world planets. The Jøtul field is a discovery of scientific interest not only because of its location in the ocean, but also due to its climate significance, which was revealed by their detection of very high concentration of methane in the fluid samples, among other things, according to Professor Bormann. Methane emissions from hydrothermal vents indicate a vigorous interaction of magma with sediments on its journey to the water column. A large proportion of the methane is converted into carbon dioxide, which increases the concentration of CO2 in the ocean and contributes to acidification, but it also has an impact on climate when it interacts with the atmosphere. The amount of methane from the Jøtul field that eventually escapes directly into the atmosphere, where it then acts as a greenhouse gas, still needs to be studied in a little bit more detail. There's also little known about the organisms living in the chemosynthetically in the Jøtul field, in the darkness of the deep ocean, where photosynthesis cannot occur. Hydrothermal fluids form the basis for chemosynthesis, which is employed by very specific organisms in symbiosis with bacteria. In order to significantly expand on somewhat sparse information available on the Jøtul field, a new expedition of Maria S. Merian will start in the late summer of 2024, again under the leadership of Gerhard Bormann. The focus of the expedition is the exploration and sampling of as yet unknown areas of the Jøtul field. This is cool. This is very interesting. With extensive data from the Jøtul field, it will be possible to make comparisons with the few already known hydrothermal fields in the Arctic province, such as the Aurora field and Loki's castle. The structure of the oceanic crust generated by the ultra-slow spreading mid-ocean Knipovich Ridge still remains relatively uninvestigated compared to the other North Atlantic spreading ridges further south. The complexity of the Knipovich Ridge, with its oblique ultra-slow spreading and segmentation, makes this end member of the spreading ridge systems an important and challenging ridge to investigate. So we need to keep our eyes glued to scientific reports, because it's a very interesting area of, at least, yes, sparse but interesting observations of UFOs and USOs by trained observers. And I know my Arctic area, so to say, and my research. And I know that it's not only the United States out there, but China and Russia are very active, and other players. And I'm telling you again, there is something down there below. So that's what I wanted to let you know today. If you like my research, you can support me. Please do so through the links you will discover in the description to this video. Please like my videos and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.